Welcome back to AM Northwest. In the third annual Jeopardy Masters Tournament, top-ranked Jeopardy contestants compete for the grand prize of $500,000.
If history has taught us anything, it is this.
What is sleep while the baby sleeps?
Correct.
What's Army of the Potomac?
Yes.
What's a sombrero?
Question everything.
This is Jeopardy Masters.
Wednesday, 9 elite champions go head-to-head in a 6-week primetime event.
What is yada, yada, yada? What is blah, blah, blah?
No more of that.
We welcome back the host of Jeopardy Masters, the one and only Jeopardy GOAT himself, Ken Jennings. Good morning, Ken.
Good morning. It's great to be back.
It's great to have you back. Okay, let's talk about how this is going to work. It's 9 episodes.
9 episodes and 9 players. This is our biggest field of Masters ever. So a lot of variety in who gets to play, a lot of favorites from all eras of Jeopardy.
Okay, who would you put your money on? If you could. I know you can't, but come on, Ken, give me a little something.
I'm prohibited by law, but, you know, watching last year's Masters tournament, Victoria Gross just put on a clinic. She looked invincible last year. So we'll see what happens this year against players like Brad Rutter, you know, Roger Craig, some of the best players I've ever played, and then more recent champs like Yogesh or Juvaria. It's very competitive.
I know we'll be pulling for Yogesh because he's from our area, so we'll be pulling for him. And
That's
Brad
right.
Rutter, you guys have known each other quite some time. Do you kind of always pay special attention to see how he's going to do?
I do. You know, there were 20 years where every time I came back to Jeopardy for a tournament, I'd end up losing to Brad Rutter. Often a Brad's made, never a Brad. That's what I always said. But this is our first time seeing each other from the opposite side of the hosting lectern, so it'll be fun to have him back. Haven't seen him since GOAT.
This is, what is it, your third season now hosting? Wow. And
Seems right.
you've always been a huge fan. Are you still a big fan of Jeopardy?
I kind of feel like I'm just the chief fan of Jeopardy. Like, that's my main job. Like, I'm never going to have Alex's kind of old school broadcaster energy, but I hope I come off as very enthusiastic for the show because I'm on the side of the contestants. I want the viewers to have a good time every night. Jeopardy was very important to me from the time I was a kid on, and I want viewers today of all ages to have that same experience.
Let's go to that. When you were a kid, you were living in South Korea, right? Is that right?
Yeah, we lived overseas, and so we just had Armed Forces television. No choice of what to watch, and just by some accident of Pentagon programming, Jeopardy was on every day after school. So my friends and I would all run home every day and watch Jeopardy obsessively because there was literally nothing else on. We were a captive audience. And for kind of a nerdy kid in the 80s, like, Alex created this safe space where it was okay to be smart and people were celebrated for what they knew. And that really meant a lot to me. There weren't a lot of places like that at the time.
Oh, wow. Okay, I've been curious about this because I'm not very bright, and I'm just curious if Jeopardy Masters are born or made, or maybe a little of both.
Definitely a little of both. I mean, our last year's champion, Victoria Gross, is a great example. We had her back on the show, I don't know, 15 years ago or more, almost 20 years ago. She won a single game. And then in the subsequent decades, just by doing quizzing in a lot of different venues and with friends, she turned herself into one of the best American quizzers in the world. She represents America in tournaments all over the world. It's the kind of thing where if you spend years training just like an athlete, you become the top of your sport.
Okay, how do you train to memorize more facts? How do you do that?
I mean,
do
different
you
people
do
have
it?
systems. Here's my secret is this, and I don't even know if this works for everyone, but I think it might. Do you know how if there's something you love, you don't have to try to memorize it? Like
True.
the lyrics to a song you like or the players on your favorite. Like if you're a Trailblazers fan, you know the whole roster, you know all
Right.
the stats. If it's something you love, it just sticks in your head. So the trick is to try to just love everything. If you can become curious about every subject, you'll find that you just know everything without even trying. It's a matter of tricking yourself into being interested.
Oh, that's fascinating. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, you've written 14 books now. Is that right?
Wow, that's true.
Yeah, were you surprised by that yourself?
Well, there's a series of kids' books, so that really
Okay.
pads my stats.
Okay, gotcha. But is there anything you're working on now?
Yeah, I've got a collection of trivia columns coming out this summer. I used to write this puzzle called Connections for Parade magazine. And when Parade went away, it later moved to Mental Floss. And now I've got putting a full collection of these 1,000 puzzles out. So a very full summer for trivia fans if they want to curl up with a good book.
Okay. All right. When you're in Seattle, walking around, just doing your thing, I don't know, maybe going to the grocery store, whatever you're going to do you have people who come up and try to quiz you just on the spot and give you
It
trivia
does happen
questions?
sometimes. Yeah, it's like the gunslinger in town. Like everybody wants to take on the new sheriff.
Right.
And it's funny because people do seem to have like a question already in mind. Like, boy, if I see Ken walking his dog, I've got this question ready to go about the cure or whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, Seattle people are very smart. They're very book smart, so I get why you'd meet a lot of those. Now, you mentioned walking your dog. You have 2 cute
I do. We got
dogs.
Oh, look at that. There
So-
he is on the Washington State Ferry.
Okay, tell me about their names and tell me what they're like.
That's Chance. He's kind of the irascible one. You can tell what his ears do under high wind conditions. Dakota is a lovely golden retriever, but she's a little bit neurotic. That's her backing into the bushes like Homer Simpson because we're trying to put her in the car. And not even for the vet. We're trying to put her in the car for something fun, and she still
Yeah.
disappears into the...
Oh, I love Goldens. They're the best. I'm curious if at home your wife or your kids tell you at some point, listen, you're not on Jeopardy. I'm right this time. Come on.
One thing that bugs my wife is I think I always had a little more pull with the kids. Like they would believe my parenting a little more because, after all, Mom had not been on Jeopardy 74 times. And that reasonably annoyed her. I think she was right to be annoyed by our kids.
Oh, that's perfect. And your kids don't give you a bad time about it?
Well, now that they're 22 and 18, they don't listen to either of us, but I had a leg up for a few years.
Okay, awesome. And we want to remind our viewers, Jeopardy Masters premieres tonight at 9 o'clock right here on K2. Ken, thank you so much.
Always a pleasure. Love Portland. I'm coming down for my birthday next month, so maybe I'll see you wandering Portland.
Oh, yes, that would be great. We got to get you in the studio. That'd be fun.
Have a great day.
You too, thanks. We'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.